Afternoon all, welcome back to my channel. I do hope you're well. It's a Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. and if I just come back out in my local woodlands just quickly, I just want to set up and air out my Bobcat OEX1 tent. I've had this for 2 years plus, I think 2 years. I've never used it really, so I'm going to set this up and set a small fire. I've got one British Army ration pack MRE that I want to try. It's windy, it's about 7 degrees, so I'm going to need some heat, so let's go set this camp up. Right, there we have it, the OEX Bobcat 1 is set up. I'm not using the inside because I'm not staying for very long, but I'm going to get a small fire on and get something to eat. Right, so as I said, I did bring one MRE British Army ration pack out with me today. It's the, I haven't got my glasses so I can't see anything, excuse me, all day breakfast. This one's from eBay, about $4.25 I think, or $4.55, can't remember now. But anyway, I've been ordering 2 at a time on these. So these ones, you boil them in the bag, not like those new ones from Go Outdoors where you've got to empty into the pan and then wash the pan out afterwards to use again. This one, you boil it in the bag, you use the same water for your hot drink afterwards. Saves a heck of a lot of messing around. That's why I'm buying them. I'll be taking half a dozen of these on my Dales Way hike, and also this jalopy tent I'll be taking as well. I was going to take my Euro Hike 2-man DLX tent, but I think that's just going to be a bit heavy, so I'll take this thing. It's about half a pound lighter or even a pound lighter, so there we go. So yeah, so I'm going to chill here, get a gas on in a minute and maybe eat this today. Unfortunately I've only got about an hour and a half of light, sorry, probably about 2 hours light, so I'm alright. I didn't bring any torches with me. It's very cloudy, it might rain, you never know. But anyway, let's get that on. Let's see if we can have something hot to eat. As always, the fire on, so this time I brought some kindling just for a bit of heat for myself. I've got plenty of water to put it out if I need to, so I'm not too worried. There's just a few people passing through there, okay. Right, anyway, on that note, let me just show you around the forest quickly, because as I said in the last video, the council have done something to this place and they've mucked it all up. So we'll come back to camp in a minute. Okay, so I just stepped away from camp for a moment, but just down the end of here, there used to be a whole row of bush, like, you know, just dirty brush. Basically, the council have removed it so people can walk through here. And it's been like that for over 20 years. Why you want to move it now, I do not know. So, interesting. So when I find these council people, I need to ask them, the hell do you think you're doing, mate? But that's you know, Yorkshire Council for you. One of them, Leeds, Yorkshire Council. Bloody useless. So there we go. So as I said, Bobcat 1 set up. In a couple of months, I think probably about June or July, probably about 6-7 months, I'm dying to buy myself the Dutch Army tent, DPM tent from Military Marts. Definitely getting one of them. Must have one of them just to give it a try. And then probably try and use that sometime in the autumn and winter, hopefully. Right, anyway, let's get back and let's get something to eat, because I am Hank Marvin starving. There's a, so I thought it was a dog coming in, so there's a plastic bottle someone's left on a tree. And this is what happens when you open up the forest, see? Right, let's go, time to eat. Okay, so I've got the old Bunsen burner out, the old gas tin, with my British Army mess tin. And boil up some water. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to bloody eat this today. I've been dying to try one of them. So I'm going to let the water boil first and then boil the water for another 8 minutes on top of that. Now, I didn't bring a watch, but I've got the clock on the phone, so I'll have to use that. Right, I'll bring you back when it's ready. Unfortunately, I'm having to cook inside the tent, under the vestibule of the tent. I don't like doing that. I think it's dangerous as hell, but that's the way it has to be, I'm afraid. Right, so as you might notice, I'm wearing all black today. I'm sick and tired of people asking me, when I've got my DPM gear on, oh, you're in the army. Are you this? Are you that? No, I'm not. And stop asking me stupid questions. So because of that, I hung up my DPM gear and my DPM Bergen, because assumptions are the mother of all cock-ups. Everyone knows that. So yeah, just for a couple of months I'm going to be wearing this black outfit for now. But I do have some new combat trousers that I need to order, and all kinds of weird stuff. So yeah, there you go. Right, so this water's just about to boil, so let's get this food on. So the wind has picked up a little bit up here. So I'm just watching the fire, it's just blowing all over the place. So I've had to switch the door around from the left, from the right to the left, because I had it left to right. So just to give it some cover on that gas stove. Unfortunately, it means there's going to be moisture inside the tent. It's going to take longer to dry out now. Epoxy bloody weather. Right, not to worry. Right, let's go. Right, so it's all steamed up in here. This water still hasn't boiled. If it doesn't boil, then I'm just going to give up and just say, forget it, you know. It's just because of the wind, that's all it is. Should have been done by now, because this is the better gas. But it just isn't doing it. So I think I'll give up as a bad rap for today, mate. I've got a couple of energy bars again, so I'll just have to save this for another day, I guess. It's a shame. I was looking forward to eating that. So, not to worry. Right, anyway. Or it could be because I'm on a small can of gas, that there's not enough gas in that tin. But it was a brand new tin. I haven't used any. So, WTF. So anyway, so this was just a random camp. I didn't actually plan on coming out. Because I'm living with bloody migraines and headaches and stuff. But I thought, get out for an hour, give it some, see how I feel in it. Yeah, I think the gas is going to go. This hasn't even boiled. Alright, just forget this. Just forget it. Alright, so I'm not going to be eating today, obviously, until we get home. Right, let's clear up. Right, so I've decided I'm not going to mess about with the gas stove at this time of day. Late in the day for that. So basically I'm just going to have a quick bar of chocolate, maybe a hot chocolate drink, maybe not. Get this fire finished off, get this tent packed away. I'll come and try this again another day. As I said, it was just a random camp. I've got a bloody migraine anyway. I probably shouldn't have done this at all. I just needed some air for 5 minutes. Right, anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like and share. Don't forget to give videos a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the bell notification for every time a new video drops. And I'll catch you all in the next one. You all take care. Stay safe. I'm out of here.